Welcome to Nordic Retro Devices. Today we will look at the Nokia MikroMikko keyboard. The Nokia MikroMikko was a computer from the early 1980s. We will take a look at that later on in a different video. Now I will just quickly test the keyboard, because I remember that there was some problem with it. Most of the keys seem to work. Then the Finnish keys, numbers on the keypad, numbers on the keyboard, and then some special keys, shift keys, both of them. Everything seems to work except for the M key. I would assume that it's only the switch that is faulty. Here we have the keyboard, a finished layout, 83 keys. An extended version is available, or was, with more function keys. Here we have the Nokia consumer logo that looks like a tire that was used for rubber boots and tires. And then we have a special logo for the Mikko branded computers. Maybe the engineers were so stubborn or something that they have a RAM in the picture. This one disappeared quickly when the corporate marketing came into picture. Here we can see the back side. There is a sticker with the serial numbers and the same logo. Let's open up this device, keyboard. This is quite heavy. It weighs more than 2 kilograms. You could argue that it is very well built. I can admit that I did measure the faulty key earlier, and I didn't understand what I measured. Then I learned that it's a Hall effect sensor, or I mean key switch, and that is the reason I couldn't see anything with a regular multimeter or anything that I could understand. And I luckily found these switches in New York and could order a few. So let's change the faulty switch. Yeah, no wonder this is so heavy. Okay, let's remove the connector. So here is the keyboard. You can see that there are some extra holes in the metal plate beneath the keys. Maybe for some functions we don't have on the computer. Here are the electronics and a piezoelectric speaker or beeper for the bell sound that was used in terminals. Yes, the sound capabilities of this computer are not amazing in any way. So I think we have to remove the broken key or the key switch. And as always, I have a special tool for removing the keys, you know, the one that every YouTuber uses, but since I have misplaced it somewhere, I will use a bit of wire to do the same thing. Basically, you have to get a straight pull that you don't break anything. Here we can see the faulty key switch on the left. And here we have a new one, or new old stock. The Amazon listing even mentioned Nokia. I mean, what are the odds for that, to find a new one? Let's remove the solder joints. After that, the key switch will be fastened only with small plastic tabs. And yes, I used the model number to find the correct switch. Nokia is, well, it's not enough. Here I'm trying to pry the key switch out, but I'm not succeeding. and it's a little bit tricky. You have 4 small tabs that have to be pushed at the same time, and there is very little space. The best way to do it is to put some tension underneath the switch and then pry all the tabs one by one until the switch pops out. A little bit like they do in the lockpicking lawyer videos. Something like that, but different. So the key switch is loose. Let's remove it and put a new one in. By the way, the keycaps are very nice. There is a clear plastic shield on top of the printed letters and numbers. It gives an extra, well, flair to the keys. Okay, let's pop the new one in. There is not much on the other side, just 4 holes and a square hole in the metal plate. So now the key switch is back. I unfortunately don't have the footage of soldering it, but that's very trivial, so you understand how it's done. Here you can see the angle towards the keycap. You can't replace this one with any generic switch available. This is the Honeywell switch 1B3S. this is very fiddly. The cable goes the wrong way. I mean, it should come out in the middle of the keyboard, but somebody thought the hole on the side would be better. I have to change that later on, but there is a connector in the other end of the cable, so we can't use that. I have to remove the connector from the keyboard itself in order to fix this. Maybe I'll do that later on. Last screw. Let's test that everything works. Yes, beautiful. Yeah, let's test this a little bit more. I will make more videos about this computer, so don't worry. I will just quickly test some game and see that the computer works. Of course, I don't know the controls, so it looks like the keyboard is not working, but it's just me. The graphics in this game are not dedicated to this computer, so they are awful as always in CPM action games, but well, more on that later on. That's all. Thank you.